best pubcasts around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
This is Lemmy Dykstra at Nails coming at you. Listen to Corner Pub Sports.
Corner Pub Sports.
We'll do it live!
Fuck with my shit.
Yo. Welcome to the podcast. If you're watching live on Facebook, X, YouTube, Blue Sky, Blue Chew, Viagra, we thank you. If you're downloading the show on iTunes and Spotify and all those places, we thank you so much. Here we go. We're ready to roll. We have a special guest on with us to jump off right off the jump. First time in, I think we said about 4 years, at least 4 years. Yeah. Razor is back on the show. Rachel.
What's up, Rachel?
Welcome back, Rachel.
You got it all over my shirt.
Yes.
I almost forgot how much of the soundboards and fun stuff you have in store for us.
Oh, you have no idea.
Hey guys.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Little sad news to start. Frank Wycheck was found dead.
That's actually old news.
That's all news?
Oh yeah. Wycheck died like last year. I'm pretty sure. He did.
I don't know.
I was like, last year.
Frank Wycheck fell and he died
We'll
in a tub. They found him in a tub. This is like last year, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
If not, they made a mistake when they found
Yeah.
him.
Why does fucking Page died 13 months ago? Well, why they fucking repost it?
Have a drink
what you
on
want. You
me.
want fucking
They confirmed he had CTE.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of so my uncle went to school.
Sad news, guys.
I got some sad breaking news. Why not? Wycheck died. Oh my God! Usually that's something Gary would do.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
I gotta tell you,
I'm not drinking tonight, so I'm making up for it.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, ladies and gents, there's no better way to start off a show with some breaking news that broke a year ago.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah. All right. So while you're drinking there, Ryan, what are you drinking?
The Earth's finest. Rum and Coke.
Earth's finest.
I'm the only other one drinking. Gary's doing iced tea. Rachel's got H2O. I got my orange Jameson and ginger going. So
Gary's
I might.
Yeah, you get a DUI, you prick.
Well, tonight on the show, we're going to be joined in about 45 minutes by two special guests. We got Marshall Kaufman, who's in the Pennsylvania Boxing Hall of Fame, and we have Andrew Foy. They're both part of a boxing promotion company called King's Promotions, and they have a big event coming up next Friday, the 17th of January at Live Casino, featuring a lot of Philadelphia boxers. So we're going to have those guys on to talk about the event. But the majority of the show, aside from that, is going to be about this upcoming weekend. Eagles, Packers, wild card game, rematch of week 1.
A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles, let's go, baby. Dude, the Eagles released a hype video a little bit ago. That was awesome. Did you see that?
Listen, their social media team and their like video coordinators, they are always on point on their video, like hype videos. I will give them massive credit for that.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so
You're
shady.
like ready to like run through the brick wall.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, let's play right now.
Let's go. Right now. Let's go.
Soon.
On his shirt, it
Stack
says,
the box.
says "Let's hunt."
Yeah, let's hunt. Not to be confused with Les Hunt.
Les Hunt.
Yeah, it's Les Hunt. Les Hunt. Yeah.
Or Mike Hunt.
Mike Hunt. They'll be. Sorry, I'm thinking about that video.
Yeah.
It's a long story. It's sorry. Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a weekend of football. It starts tomorrow. The Eagles play at 4:30 on Sunday. I can't wait. I've been excited all week, man. Excited all week. So we got.
It's time to get to complete. Like, I hate to bring it up because it's a fucking sports talk, fucking hot take, but like to completely erase last year. This team's poised, man. Poised.
Yep. I tend to agree. I'm going to be extremely, extremely disappointed if they don't make it to the NFC title game. At least.
That's a minimum. Like, that has to be the minimum.
Yeah.
I completely agree with Rachel. Dude, I'm
thinking they would. I mean, you play Detroit, though, and they lose to Detroit in a shootout.
Nah.
Oh, the last 3 times they went 13+ wins in a regular season, they went to the Super Bowl.
Which is true. But they also had buys in those other years.
They had a bye.
I mean, they basically had a bye last week.
Well, yeah, technically, but you still have to win 3 more games to get to the Super Bowl.
Right. Like, it's more games.
But
like, I personally feel like they're, like, in my mind, what their path is, this is the toughest week.
Think so?
I think
So I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings lose to the Rams, and I think Washington beats the Bucks. So I think the Rams come here next week, and then it's us in Detroit in the NFC title game.
And Tampa Bay, and Jesus Christ, Tampa Bay plays the Lions. Ugh.
No, I think Washington beats the Lions.
Oh, you think
Washington plays the Lions.
Washington play the Lions. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I tell you what. I mean, we'll get to that part a little bit later after our guests come on. We'll clean up the rest of the playoffs. But like, that to me is the toughest game to call. Tampa Bay and Washington. That's the toughest game of the week for me. I can go either way. Flip of a coin. You can tell me I think this team's going to win. I think that either way. I'm like, yep. Hoffman said, I can't wait to see a score the Washington Tampa game. No defenses. And yeah, I mean that's absolutely true. That could be it. That game is so unpredictable for me. Like, I couldn't even tell you.
I know we're getting into it later, but to me, I'm sorry, Gar.
Like, he's a gunslinger. Like, if he's on point, man, he's
easily
he's going to sling the gun.
But Daniels is doing the same thing,
and that's why that's where the difference I think comes in. Baker's got more of a shot at turning the ball over than Daniels. Like,
Baker's,
right now.
Baker's been in this position before. Daniels has.
You're right.
Like, there's a lot of
Like,
Tampa's running game's better. Like,
and Mayfield's got the veteran presence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he does. Mayfield's a dog, man. He's a dog.
He's a very good quarterback, but his emotions are gonna get to him.
I just popped Dan Hoffman's comment on there. Dan Hoffman's Kaufman. I swear this is only like a drink and a half. That's it. I can't wait to see the score to Washington Tampa game. No defense, he said. And then I did talk about that. But then Dave Peterson said, good evening, gentlemen. Wild card weekend. The more difficult the victory, the greater the happiness in winning. Pele said that. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Absolutely.
So let's get to that. Because that's the game we really care about. That's really the only game that really matters, right? Yeah, say that 3 times fast. Yeah, seriously. Eagles, Green Bay, rematch from week 1. Both teams are completely different.
Yeah, I don't think you can take anything from week 1 because it was in Brazil on a soccer field on a shitty field.
Yeah.
People were all flying all over the place. Plus, it was week 1. Like, the teams are totally different. Experience from the all season. Yeah, I think you could take very little from week 1 going into the game tomorrow. Sunday.
Yeah, the new faces, the new people in the different positions, they weren't gelling yet. They're gelling now.
Gelling like Magellan.
Gelling like Magellan.
I mean, I don't think Jalen Hurts has to prove, as much as the sports media, talks about him having to prove. Like, before he got hurt, it's like, oh, we can just plug in any quarterback and they can run it. And then he got hurt, and you can see like our offense becomes totally different on 4th down and 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. We're punting. We're not as aggressive. And I get it. You
can load up the box because you don't have that running quarterback to worry about. Yes.
So, like, yeah, having Jalen Hurts in there is very important for us. And I hope, sports media actually saw that over the last couple of weeks.
Just his presence is a threat.
See Joe's comment there, Rye.
What happens more, Embiid consecutive games played or Eagles postseason wins? I'm taking that every day and twice on Sunday.
It's great. You were going to say something, Rye.
Yeah, Green Bay's defense, it's gotten better. They plugged a rookie in at linebacker, and apparently it's like kind of solidified the position for them. But again, I think this game hangs close until the second half. I think the Eagles win by double digits.
That's what all he does is second half.
Right, like I think the Eagles win by double digits.
I'm kind of feeling the same way. So like if you look at those teams in week one, where they were and how they are now, like you just talked about the Green Bay defense improving, but look what the Eagles defense did, right? Like they are like a completely different team.
I did not see that coming. Week
no,
one.
and
I didn't see that coming like week 4.
That was the thing we kind of looked at. Like I remember.
Yeah, we said the offense was going to have to carry them this season.
Yeah, the Saints game, they won the game, but then they didn't look great, and then they played Tampa, and they completely fell apart. And it was like, okay, and we did say, all right, is this a? Polsky said, "Taser him, Ray." Taser. Is this a throwaway game? It's 100 degrees out. This and that. Is Vic Fangio really? Does he still
have Antonio Brown? They didn't have Devontae Smith.
Antonio or AJ Brown?
Or AJ Brown, I'm sorry.
He's getting CT.
Yeah, not the nutcase. Not the nutcase.
Have another drink, bro.
Yeah, and we'll talk about Antonio Brown a little bit later because he actually had.
I wish I was having another drink.
Yeah, wish you were too. You should. Enjoy your iced tea.
I did, Jake. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Peterson has the Packers losing to the Eagles 31-20. Yeah, like. So the difference to me, the defense there, like the Eagles obviously improved tremendously since then. And I think that's the biggest jump that between the two teams on either side of the ball is their defense. Offensively, I actually think Green Bay's offense got worse than it was at the beginning of the season. Jordan Love has been extremely inconsistent this year. Christian Watson, who started to show that he can make strides in that right direction that he had in his first season. Last year he kind of fell apart because he got hurt. Now he's just
done, man.
Yeah, so he's done. Jaden Reed took a step back this year. He's not the player he was last year.
He did have 170 yards receiving the first game. But again, I'll go back to Rachel's point. Like, so what? Like
Avonte Maddox was covering him.
Right.
And
he didn't have Cooper DeJean on him
at all times.
Yeah.
Like if he goes on the field, then yeah, we're gonna lose.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know who will be on him, Quinyon or Slay.
No, it'll be Slay.
Yeah. Well,
it'll be Slay
if he moves, right?
Right, unless he moves over. But Jalen Reed usually lines up on the right side, and that's Slay's side.
All right. Slay's kind of let me down a little bit this year. I mean, he's still a solid cornerback.
He's still a solid corner. My only point with him is like
once a game.
Right, like I'm just ready.
Solid, but he does give up the big play, every now and then.
Right, like I'm just ready to move on at this. I mean, early in the season when you put the young guys in and they started performing, like I was hoping they would have just put Isaiah Rodgers in.
Yeah,
go with the complete youth movement.
It was good to see him play last week, Rodgers.
Yeah.
Play a little more snaps. He looked good last week. They did a nice job. Granted, that offense is trash, Giants.
Slay gets burned for one big play game, and you just got to hope that the play that he gets burned for isn't a touchdown.
Well, and that's the thing. It's not like quarterbacks are lining up, looking on one side and looking at Slay going, "Oh, I'm throwing to him."
Right.
Right.
You're still hesitant to throw to that side because you know what he can do.
Yeah, you got to be able to thread the needle.
Yeah. He's still, for the most part, he still gives you good coverage. Like you said, he's good for 1 or 2 a game, but he's such a veteran on that defense. Like, the players obviously respect him. All the players respect him. They listen to him. He knows where he's supposed to be. I
don't think he's washed up and done yet.
I don't think so. I
think he's done with the Eagles. I think this is his last year here.
Yeah.
I thought he had another year left.
He does have one more year, but
but you can. It's not against the cap or nothing. You can move on from it.
Yeah.
So the
Like
Eagles
I think he's gone.
Polsky said he's no Trotter. Rachel's wearing a Jeremiah Trotter jersey tonight.
Throwing it way back.
Polsky said maybe all these changes will put lightning back in the bottle. I mean, the
Maybe.
thing is, like, they have caught lightning. I mean, I don't know if it's lightning in a bottle, but it does seem like everything they've touched has gone right for the Eagles this year.
Yeah.
It's the youth movement.
All the changes. Yeah. Like
so as we're on this topic, like quick side question. Who made the biggest impact on this defense?
Zach
this
Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bond was you knew your corners were going to be decent. You had no idea what your linebacking core was going to be.
He was a fucking special teams player.
That defense got stronger because the linebackers got stronger.
Oh, let's not take it away from.
I'm going to Kobe Dean.
I was say he did make the biggest jump because last year everyone's like, oh, he was a wasted pick, he's a bust, whatever. He comes in this year and he, year two puts it, pretty much puts it all together and has looked pretty solid throughout the season.
The system.
He's also the quarterback on the defensive side. He calls all the plays. He gets everybody in position, and he's out there making plays himself. Like he's become a tackling machine.
Even with his weak spot is coverage, and I gotta be honest, there was very few times where I went, oh man, Dean missed that one. Yeah, there was a few, but it was very few. You weren't calling his name a lot and that's a good thing. The fact, and I got to tell you, there's a lot of guys on this team that you look at, even the safeties. You didn't hear C.J. Garner-Johnson's name a lot. You didn't hear Blankenship's name a lot,
but that's good.
That's a good thing. You weren't getting
the one you heard the least was Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah,
you never hear his name.
No.
It's because no one can catch the ball against him.
Yep. Right. They don't even throw to his side. He's a fucking rookie. It's crazy.
He's getting the Dion treatment, which is crazy.
Did Howie hit the nail on the head with that one?
That draft.
Him and DeJean.
DeJean's been awesome.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any bit of concern now we're in the playoffs? The young guys getting a little, playing on their heels a little bit.
I don't. I really don't. I think mentally they're just always in position. That's not going to change because you're in a playoff game.
I mean, I think in the beginning game, emotions will factor in.
Yeah, say the first quarter. If we're going to see it, it's going to be the first quarter, and it's they, just need to take a deep breath and relax. But I think it'll pass probably after the first series. You get out there and hit someone, and you're ready to go.
It's just football. It's just football.
Agreed. Like I'm not concerned about that at all. Like if it was a rookie quarterback, I would think differently because it's that's just different. But like on the defensive side of the ball, like you're doing what you do,
and you're home.
You're not on the road. You're not in a hostile environment. You're gonna have the crowd, so hyped that it's gonna just send them through the roof. Like I think they'll be fine.
At the very least, you're gonna have 2 home games. So if you ever have to face that, it would be in the championship game on the road, potentially only against Detroit. It would be the only time you had to go on the road.
Correct. Also, I mean, let's not. Sorry, Sean.
No.
Let's not forget. Like throughout this season, there's been games where the defense started slow, and you're like, God damn it, get it together, and they did.
Yeah,
So I do think that might happen Sunday.
Bend, don't break thing. I don't feel that way. I think they're gonna come out strong right off the bat. I think I'm expecting a quick defensive,
like a sack.
Yeah, something huge.
Yeah, I just don't think Jordan Love and this, Green Bay offense is going to put enough pressure on our defense to have them in like a situation where they're going to start feeling tight.
I agree.
I think they're just going to be relaxed and be like, we've done this before. We'll be fine.
Jacob Miller, any word on AJ Brown? Yes, he practiced in full today. He is a go for Sundays. We were good. He's got
a knee thing going on, but honestly, that's something I think you're going to have to monitor his whole career. He went through it in Tennessee too.
And look at AJ Brown. Like he's not going to miss a playoff game.
No.
Like you're going to have to cut off a limb for him to miss a game. Like he's not going to miss this game, and he's not going to miss the playoffs unless he's seriously hurt.
If he can walk, he's playing.
Yeah, exactly. He's got that TO gene on that aspect on him. Polsky said, "I'm sorry, Sean. Is that Gary talking?" Like, And Polsky said, "Hell yeah, wait until the Super Bowl." Shit, Philly. Yeah, we'll see. So looking at the game itself, one concern, which to me is the biggest concern, is being able to stop Josh Jacobs. The Eagles' defense, run defense, has been it's been middle of the pack. They've been like 13th or 14th, I think. I think at the end of the year they ranked like 12th, but the last few weeks they've ranked about 15th.
Well, and there's a hype on a opposing running back. The Eagles shut him down.
Yeah, but this is a team that runs even more than the Eagles, and they're gonna just pound the ball. So like you have to get Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. You have to have those guys getting freed up to be able to stop the run.
I think Josh Jacobs is going to get his. I think he's probably going to get close to 100 yards rushing. He's probably going to have a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I think as the game goes along, the defense starts to dominate the way they do, and Saquon takes the game over the way he does.
Yeah,
So,
man,
I just don't think the Packers are going to have. I just don't think the Packers are going to have the ball long enough to beat the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean Green Bay's defense it's not a they're a defense. They're a pretty decent defense. I think they finished top 10 if I'm not mistaken.
They're the second ranked defense in the playoffs.
Yeah, I thought they were a pretty decent defense. So you're going to have a little bit of struggle moving the ball against them. But yeah, like Rachel just said, though,
not in the third quarter.
They're not going to be able to pound the ball if they're down by 2 touchdowns.
I was like, any concern with Jalen Hurts not playing for near a month, like, and rust coming off the first couple series, maybe.
So there was an article. It was one weakness each playoff team has. It was Bleacher Report, and the only thing they said about the Eagles was Jalen Hurts. They said, look at the team. They don't have a weak spot on this team, and you're probably raising an eyebrow, but Jalen Hurts is a question mark because he's come off concussion and he started off slow all year. Most games this year, and his playoff, history hasn't been the strongest. Although in his defense, his first year was his first year in the playoff in the league.
Right. Last
year, that team was a mess. That team was in shambles. I don't even want to think about last year anymore. No. Like that team and this team and what Jalen Hurts did and all, that should be non-existent and erased from memory because that's not who they are. And we knew that's not who they were. We were at least hoping.
Yeah.
And they proved us wrong. I mean, they proved us right, I should say.
They weren't who we thought they were.
We loaded them off the hook. And they came right out and they played they had a tremendous season this year. Once again, let me try to find it. Where is it? Here it is.
But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
There it is.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Like a little rust, I think he needs a couple short passes, get himself going. But I think once he gets himself in rhythm, I'm not worried about it. I don't think he's going to be the reason, we don't win this game.
No. Real quick, the Eagles have a good balance between youth and experience, and the guys with the experience will help the young guys be ready for the wild card weekend at the Link. That's from Dave Peterson. And then Polsky saying, yeah, Hurts needs to throw the ball, stop running the ball, especially in the Super Bowl. He's already talking Super Bowl. I love it. And then Jake says, if you want to crown them, crown their ass.
We let them off the hook.
But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
I love it.
Then Dennis Green had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Chris Carter and fucking Randy Moss. How'd you not win?
Yeah, really, seriously. We are like alligators, all those teeth and no toothbrush.
I'm done. I'm going gotta.
Okay. So concern about Hurts. Yeah, there's always concern there to me. There's not a concern. Concern might be too strong a word. Worry is probably too strong of a word. If there's anything I'm going to be keeping a close watch on, it's Hurts.
Yeah.
But you always do that with your quarterback, no matter who it is. But
Jordan Love's coming off this little injury too. It's not like he's rolling in super healthy.
Elbow to his throwing arm.
Yeah. That's
that could be something.
It's not great.
I am pretty confident in this game. So much so that I laid a hundy on the game.
A hundy?
at 4.5.
There you go.
Yeah, 4.5. So go Birds, which means they'll win by 3.
But no, Sean, I go with it. Like I think the Eagles win this game by 10, 12.
I said at least at the very least they should win this game by a touchdown.
So putting 100 down, what's that get you?
It's almost an even bet, so another 100 back. Yeah, so it's the odds are pretty much even at that point. At least from what I got. He said I'm shitting cheesesteaks. Dave Peterson, I love this because this might basically be how all of us feel in essence. There is something special about this year's team. We find ways for 3 quarters to stay in the game and run their asses off in the 4th. It was a night game earlier in the year. And I forget who it was. I forget who we played earlier. And I remember coming home and I remember saying, there's something about this team. There's something about this team. And I couldn't sleep. I was all wired. I think you and I actually were texting about it later too. And I remember just sitting there like, the defense is just fucking awesome, you know. I'll look at my phone and look back at some of the games because it was a primetime game at least. It could have been the Thursday night game. Yes.
But yeah, like I mean, everything. Their defense hitting, young players are stepping up. There's such balance on offense between running and passing. Every year seems to be we always are screaming like run the ball, run the ball. Mm-hmm. Well, now we actually have a running back that we trust to run the ball. So it's just like every aspect except for maybe our kicker. Mm-hmm. That might be my biggest concern of the Eagles.
Highest paid kicker in the league too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still confident in him, but I'm not going to walk away from the TV thinking he's already, hit the field goal because there's, a little bit of a question mark there sometimes. But I mean, everything just seems to be clicking for this team this year, which makes it feel so special that we're meant to have this run.
I agree.
It was the Commanders. It was the Eagles Commanders game. It was a Thursday night. They won 26-18. And then
the defense dominated that game.
Yeah, and they came back and that game wasn't 26-8. Like it was.
No, they got a garbage touchdown in the end.
And then they just went on a run. Yeah, that's right. That was the game. Yeah, and then they Rams, Ravens, Panthers, like the Steelers. But that was the game where I left and went, something is happening here, man. There's something brewing here, and it's a good thing. Yeah. So there was someone I was arguing with a couple weeks ago on, I think, the Corner Pub Facebook page. There was a Hurts post. It was basically like he does what he needs to do to win games. And this dude starts arguing about it. And I said, he doesn't need to throw the ball. Bless you. He doesn't need to throw the ball 25 times. Like he doesn't, because that's not what his offense is based on right now. They're running the ball for it. Yeah, but you're saying that basically they're winning in spite of them. No, that's not what I'm saying. So what does he do the next week? Hurts goes out and slings the ball over the field and throws 3 touchdowns and scores, runs for 2 more and, throws for 300 yards, whatever it was that game. He had a monster game that game.
Mm-hmm. Was that the press conference he came in and was like, well, that's what you wanted
to see? That's what to see. It was that dude, nothing to say.
Yes, he did. Yes.
If you want him to throw the ball, he will sling the ball around. He still has a good deep ball.
He can sling the ball.
He absolutely can. Yes. There is no question about that. It's just he's being asked to simplify, and he is. He's being asked to take care of the football, make smart decisions. And if we have the ball, we're going to win games.
And just give it to Saquon.
Just, what? I mean, that is not a perfect formula. Like, honestly, think about it. If you keep the other offense off the field and you take long drives and you can score 7 points, and then they get the ball, and hopefully your defense can get them out in 5 plays, 6 plays, whatever. And then you have another long drive. The game is a timed game, right? Like time's going to run out. You are going to win the game that way. Like
after how many games?
First half, do you keep hitting him in the second half? Like he's a load. Who wants to keep doing that?
Yeah.
Right. And there's been games this year where you look at it and the Eagles just had like a 9-minute drive.
That one against the Steelers, that 10-minute drive was unbelievable.
Right.
Who's this? And that was against a really, really good I put Pittsburgh now. Granted, Pittsburgh's defense since then has completely fallen apart. Their offense has completely fallen apart.
We embarrassed them.
Like were we what the 49ers were to us last year?
Yeah, we exposed them.
Like, did we expose them? Yeah. So now are they as good as the Green Bay defense? That was the point I was going to make. Like, we beat a team like that with a great defense. I don't think anyone looked at Green Bay and went, "Oh, that's a great defense." They're a good defense, and we did that against them. We did it against the Ravens. We ran all over them. I mean, they were a good defense. So 2 weeks in a row, right?
We did it against the Cowboys. The Cowboys got a good defense. Like
twice. Did we score like 70-something points against I think we like 41, 30.
But don't worry, they're going to win the Super Bowl next
76 to 13.
Yeah.
We beat the Cowboys this year. 76 to 13 between two games.
Yeah, it's.
We shouldn't even have a season next year. I mean, we already know the champions.
Yeah.
So.
Well, by the way, I know everyone heard it, and it's old news at this point, and no one gives a fuck about Dallas. But Parsons, 5 plays changed that game. Take away
the scoreboard didn't matter.
Yeah, take away the scoreboard. We had a close game, and then he came out on his podcast. I guess he has his own podcast. I mean, By the way, there's 5 million podcasts out there. 2.5 million of them go under after 3 episodes.
Really?
So the amount of podcasts are gone after 3 episodes.
We're 500 strong.
500 episodes and 10 years, baby.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, this is how you do it, yo.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, so where's the contract at? Serious? Let's
Yeah.
go. Like, what the fuck?
They know better. They know
Yeah,
better.
what the fuck you get then? This podcast been going on for 10 years? 100,000 followers?
So
It's on board?
And we still are. Thank you, Mark, for the reminder. We still are the #1 independently owned sports podcast in Philadelphia. So the only ones we trail behind are owned by NBC Sports Philadelphia.
Well, there you go.
And fuck them guys.
And fuck them. You know what? I have an SSCS. Thank you for the fuck them guys thing, because that reminds me. Quick SSCS, because this is Eagles related.
Seeming swallowing cocksucker of the week. And this is why.
You cocksucker! I'll punch you in the mouth.
And this actually,
everything on this show is different when you're sober.
and
When you're not drinking, it's different.
well, that's because your eyes are open.
Yeah.
The other thing, it has to do with that. It's because this happened on an NBC Sports Philadelphia podcast. Okay, John Clark. I love John Clark, but he interviewed the lady who had the sign.
He looks like that eagle fucking puppet from the Muppets. The blue
Oh,
eagle.
the big giant.
The big blue eagle.
Well, now I can't unsee that.
Yeah. He probably hung like him too. He's got a hot dog.
Yeah, John Clark's got a hot dog.
Yeah, it's all veiny. It's all thick.
Pulsating.
It's always pulsating.
Yeah.
Sticks like
it's always pulsating. So anyway, so we interviewed.
That's why he's always got that smile. There's always somebody sucking on it.
like a jaw breaker.
So he had this girl on,
Gobstopper,
boyfriend or husband, whatever, on his podcast. She had this.
Hey, John Clark's wife?
No, no. Are you fucking with me, or you just? John Clark had this lady on, and her husband or boyfriend or wherever he was. The lady had a sign at the Eagles game last week. It said, "I traveled 1,000 miles to see Saquon break the record," and she got on TV. She got all this. Did you see this?
Yeah.
She got all this social media attention, and then she got on this podcast. All right, so that's bad enough, because I'm like, okay, full of shit, because everyone knew that he wasn't playing for a week. It gets even better. They go on the podcast. They have some Southern twang. I don't know where they're from. Fucking East Bumfuck. I don't know. And they're going on, and she's like, the guy's like, yeah, it was a last minute decision to go up and go see him try to break the rest. The only reason we got the tickets to see him break the record. Well, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you're an idiot because everyone knew he wasn't playing.
Yeah, go fuck your sister.
Like, everyone.
Let me kick you in the chin so you can circumcised.
Yeah. I gotta get my brother circumcised. Let me kick you in the chin.
So then Barrett Brooks jumps on.
Oh.
And they look at Barrett Brooks. They have no idea who he is. They're like, oh, Barrett Brooks is with us. And they're both like, oh, okay. Like, no, like, hi, or, oh, my God, Barrett. There's none of that, right? Barrett's like, oh, yeah, for your troubles, here's 2 playoff tickets for the Eagles-Green Bay wildcard game. Because they they leapt for that attention. They got that attention, and now they're going to a playoff game because she's a dumb asshole. Or
Actually,
she's smartest.
She's smart.
Like that pretty much sounds accurate with how this,
Yeah.
Right? Like
how these people are going.
Say you fuck alligators, you get free tickets for a sports event.
it took me a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, before our guests come on,
Right in the door, Al Dungada.
Right up to one got the boom.
I went to KFC. Speaking of
Grease lightning.
Bill, Adam
I'm not
Sandler.
allowed to talk about KFC.
No, why not?
I remember the last time we talked about KFC on the show.
I don't. But
No,
sorry.
I don't.
Oh yeah, I do now. No, it's-
You know,
I went there last night for the first time in ages because there's only like one near us. The kids had her and they liked it, whatever. And Connor goes, "Who's the guy on the cup?" That's Colonel Sanders. That's the voice. Why?
when he throws the baseball out the window. Wah!
This is going to go down a road. You better
The fucking hits him in the head. Wah!
From the movie.
That's fucking the Water Boy.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, I need a drink.
Back to ADD. My ADD. Our guests are going to be jumping on in a few minutes here. Let's give our score predictions. Well, Ryan's walking away, so why don't you start with you, Rachel? What do you?
I'm gonna say 27-17.
Eagles.
Eagles, yes.
I like it. That's it's scary. That's exactly where I was going to go. I was like flirting with like 31-21. But you see the 10-point lead. Like I think they're going to win by 10.
Yeah.
But I started thinking about like I don't know if they're going to score 21 on us. You know, and I was like, I don't know if the Eagles are going to score 31. So I'm going to go 27-17. What did Peterson has 31-20. Okay. 31-20. He has them winning by 11. That's right in our wheelhouse. What do you got there, Gar?
28-14 Eagles.
28-14. So that means no field goals from Mr. Jake Elliott.
No.
Was I the only one, by the way, who wanted Jake Elliott to kick that 50-something yarder against the Giants just to see if he can do it?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean,
And then they
like,
went for it.
What's the point? Like, just trot him out. Like, I don't know. Maybe if you think he's going to miss it, it just fucks with his head right before the playoffs. So,
It's
like,
already-
maybe not. But, like,
And watching, like I like what Tanner McKee did, but watching him do the tush push, I'm like, geez, he's going to get his neck broke.
yeah.
Like we need Jalen back for this. He's going to get his
Yeah.
neck broke.
I was like, can we please not do that with
Yeah, you could-
anyone but
Oh my
Jalen Hurts?
God.
Oh, man. Polsky's got a close one. Eagles pack him in 24-21. He's got a close game, 3-point game. Oh, man, I hope not for my sake of my bet. But, you know, I'll take a win over anything. I don't care what you know what I mean? In the end, that's all I care about. So, yeah, so let's see the Eagles advance, man. That this is it's a big week. Let's see what Ryan says about his score when he comes on.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. So, is there anything about this game you're worried about?
Just maybe, like, you know, coming out, like, kind of overhyped and how quickly they can settle in.
Yeah.
That's probably, like, and just watching Hurts in the first series or two, just, you know, get him in a flow and in a rhythm. Other than that, I think the crowd plays a huge factor in disrupting the Green Bay and anything they try to do. I think we'll be fine.
Injuries. No
yeah.
key players get injuries.
Yeah, I mean that's always
Dave
something to worry
Dave
about.
said Jake is going to be a beast in the playoffs. I like it. We got Bobby, our old friend, Bobby Pasco, saying, "Hey guys, go Birds! Let's go Birds, man! Let's go Birds, brother." Bobby, do anything for the game? Hit me up. We're going to go out on Sunday. If you want to hang out with the Corner Pub crew, we're going to be at Miller's on the Boulevard. That's where we're going, I think, right? At least that's the plan.
That's where we're going.
Yeah. No shameless plug here, right?
Nope, not at all.
Dave Peterson said penalties, real and ref inspired.
Yeah, the refs have been a real suspect. Even in college playoffs, it's like the pros, like what in the fuck are you guys looking at?
Yeah, it's been it's been a little questionable to say the least. And I would be, there's gonna be a watchful eye on the Chiefs when they start playing again.
Yeah, I mean, I've really never seen a team have the refs like
I've
that.
never seen a ball boy who's employed by the NFL be allowed to run out on the field and call timeout for a team.
I mean, that
was insanity.
Yeah.
Polsky said you had flags everywhere. Like, I'm not on to that one. Ryan, what do you think about a score?
The Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like 27 to like. I'll go 27-17.
There we go.
Me and Rachel, same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, same score.
Yep.
27-17. Dude, we were close last week. We were close last week in that.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. Jay, what do you guys? You guys on the chat here. What do you guys have for a score?
Yeah, Dave, what do you got?
Oh, he said, "Where's Jay? Number 2 fan?" Question mark. And Jay's like, "I'm here. Don't fucking worry about it." All right, so maybe while we're waiting for these guys to jump on here, let's look at some of the other games here. Because you know what's gonna happen as soon as I bring it up. We're gonna jump on. All right, so the other games here, we got the first game of the weekend is Chargers Texans in Houston because Houston won a division. But Chargers were only 11-6 and Texans 10-7, and one game worse. Chargers are home favorites, or I'm sorry, Jesus Christ, road favorites. They're 3-point favorites on the road.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Chargers.
I like the Chargers too.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a fun game, and I think the Chargers are going to win.
Yeah, I just like the Chargers secondary. No Tank Dell, that eliminates one weapon there for Houston. CJ Stroud, I can't believe Houston's won 10 games this year.
Yeah,
he's seriously taking us
average.
Yeah,
like he's regressed from
major step back.
Yeah,
sophomore slump.
Pittsburgh is 10-7 on the year. They go to Baltimore. So here we go.
That's always bad blood there.
31-20 said Dave, and then Peterson has the Chargers winning 26-20. I kind of like that. By the way, every time that Houston has made the playoffs, they are the first game on Saturday.
Yeah, they're like fourth.
That's wild.
Game. It's been crazy.
That's single.
Wild.
Like 10 games, or like it's some ridiculous amount. It's not just like a couple times.
Steelers, Ravens in Baltimore. Obviously, divisional teams that know each other well. It's an 8:00 game it's on Amazon Prime.
I hate Amazon Prime.
Why do they get a playoff?
It drives me nuts.
It'll be on network TV too. But what do you guys think about that one?
I like Baltimore here big, actually. I don't even think this game's close.
I mean, I think the Steelers have stepped back from like their offense and defense, and I just think Baltimore runs all over them, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I kind of tend to agree. I think the Ravens take care of the Steelers pretty easily there. We got 3 more games here. Oh, our guests are actually joining us here. So we all picked those games. All right, we'll pick it back up on the Sunday games, okay? But first, it's time to bring in our guests here. I'm pretty excited to have them joining this Corner Pub podcast here. We're bringing on Mr. Marshall Kaufman and Andrew Foy. Let me see here. Andrew, you're muted. There's somewhere, yeah, you should have an option there to unmute your mic there. How are you, Marshall?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for joining us, man.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on.
So Andrew's muted for some reason. But while we're waiting for him to figure that out, we'll talk to you. So, sir, you are a member of the Pennsylvania. Oh, Andrew, hey, how are you, man?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So Marshall and Andrew are part of King's Promotion. They have a huge event coming up next Friday. So we'll get to that in a second. So Marshall, you're a member of the Pennsylvania Boxing Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
Inducted 2020. Congratulations, man. That's a huge accomplishment. It's great.
Well done.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So tell me about King's Promotion. because you formed a promotion company to kind of get kids off the street, kind of get them off the street into a better environment. We lost Andrew. So what inspired you, and what got you started?
So in 1995, I wanted to get inner city kids off the streets and give them a different way of life, if possible. And what inspired it was, I grew up in the inner city myself, and in the inner city, you're faced with different challenges in life with use of drugs and different things. I was raised by a single mother, of course, and so you're raised with that. So I wanted to impart something different for the kids and give them a different opportunity to find a way out of the city and reach out to them. So I opened up my gym in 1995, which is King's Gym, and then shortly after that, I started King's Promotions, and so the rest is history.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. What part of the city did you grow up in?
Reading, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right in the hood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heard some stories about Reading. I know it wasn't easy growing up there.
No, but Reading's been a town of different walks of life, I should say. There's it was on I think it was either Time or Life magazine back in the 1960s, where it was called Sin City back then. Where the mafia ran things, and it was a big gambling town and underground stuff taking place. So Reading has a reputation, I should say.
Certainly does.
So we got a comment here from one of our listeners, Dave Peterson. For a second, he's having trouble with his video. Andrew is. He said his uncle Pete, aka George LaRover, LaRover, lightweight, inducted at Pennsylvania Hall of Fame, 2006, 101 bouts. Had 52% knockouts, 65, 30, and 6. That's awesome.
Wow, that's a great record.
So Marshall, what when they inducted you, what did they induct you for? Actually, so what was your title?
So they inducted me as a promoter. I which that's based on your body of work, I guess. But my heart and soul, I started with training fighters. So I trained from scratch Kermit Cintron, who I took Kermit Cintron from scratch, who went on to become the welterweight champion of the world. Then I had my son Travis Kaufman, who was number 1 in the country as an amateur and went on to become number 4 in the world as a heavyweight. Then I trained Hasim Rockman, former heavyweight champion of the world. So
knocked out Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, among with other fighters as well. But what happened was I wanted to be inducted as a trainer and a promoter, but they said they would only do one. So I took it as they gave it to me,
That's awesome, though. That's fantastic.
And in 2016, I promoted 33 TV shows. So it was a busy year in 2016, and most of them were all through PBC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Let me check in with Andrew here just to see. Andrew, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just can't see you. All right, cool. You're on at least. That's good.
You can't see me?
No. Oh, you can't? Oh.
That's
you
probably,
can't?
hey guys, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, for some reason.
We got John Cena over here.
Yeah, even on our screen. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I can see him.
all right. As long as Ryan can see him, that's cool. Yeah, for some reason.
No, I see him. Unfortunately, I see you, Andrew.
So Andrew, tell us about your journey. Like what inspired you to get into this? Like, how did you get into boxing this deep?
So I started boxing when I was a teenager. I got really inspired by the Rocky movies.
Awesome, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I inspired you.
No, you didn't. You didn't. But I was very inspired by the Rocky movies, and I started boxing when I was about like 14 years old. And one thing led to another, and I became a doctor and a cardiologist, and I decided I wanted to promote boxing. So that's how that started.
Nice.
That's fantastic. All right, so good. So Dave's saying he can see you and hear you. Yeah, for some reason it's just on my end. I apologize about that. So apparently our audience can see you. That's great. That's excellent news. All right. I don't know. I just got a black screen here. It's weird. That's great. So so how'd you guys meet?
So Marshall told me that I shouldn't promote boxing. He said doctors should not promote boxing. And so that's how we started. I didn't like him personally. But then I decided I would take a loan and invest a large amount of money in his company, and then the rest is history.
Isn't it funny how doctors say a large amount of money when it's really not, and they make a large amount of money every week?
No, it was a large amount of money. It's still a large amount of money.
Especially a cardiologist.
Did you take a pay cut to be a promoter?
It was one of the worst decisions I ever made. But I had a lot of it's been a crazy journey, and I'm going to write a book in like 10 years.
You should. You absolutely should. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
It's invigorating.
Yeah, we have an author on our panel.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
I'm not going to get into it. Don't worry about it, Gary. He's tired of me talking about it.
No, I'm just breaking your balls.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. And Andrew, where'd you go to school? Where'd you get your doctorate?
So I went to Ursinus for college, and then I went to Jefferson for medical school.
Okay.
And then
awesome.
I did and then I've been at Penn State ever since.
Oh wow.
My brother-in-law went to Ursinus.
Yeah. Ursinus is a good place. Penn State had a rough night last night, I'll tell you.
Yeah, a
The
little bit.
quarterback. What happened, man? The quarterback didn't show up.
Terrible.
Exactly.
Terrible.
That was horrible.
Yep.
And you know,
Yeah,
the running back Singleton is from my town,
Oh yeah,
From
we're
Reading?
from Reading, Pennsylvania. Correct.
yeah. Oh wow. Okay. That kind of makes sense, right? You know, they like your local. Yeah.
There's a lot of talent that comes out of Reading. You know.
If they
Yeah.
come out, that's the issue.
No,
Yeah.
you said the key word. If they come out, you're right.
Yeah.
You know, they get lost to the streets, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, Ryan and I went to a concert maybe 2 years ago during the summer. We were walking around Reading.
No,
Oh,
I was
you
ready
went
to
to
go.
Santander
That was
Arena?
like 21.
Was it 3 years ago? We're walking around. We're like, what are we doing? And like we had a couple streets we walked down. We're like, no, we're not going down this one. We're not going on that one.
Yeah.
There was one we went down and people that came out of an alleyway were like, just keep walking, just keep walking. We're trying to find a bar, and we opened up the door of one bar. We're like, yeah, we're not going to that one.
Look, that street is probably where Marshall's gym is. That's where King's boxing is.
That's actually probably where my house is.
But yeah, we ended up going to the Sovereign Banks Arena or whatever that's called there.
The Santander, yeah. No. And listen, there's really a great restaurant / hotel right across the street from it, though.
Okay.
And I'm surprised you guys didn't go in there. It's called the Double Tree.
We went to
No, we were drunk. you
yeah.
know.
Cheapo. Oh yeah, we didn't care. Ryan, didn't
Some guy almost shot me to get a cigarette.
after the show? I forgot about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But at least you have some good. At least you have some good memories about Reading.
Yeah,
I'll never go back, but yeah.
He asked Ryan for a cigarette. And Ryan said, "I don't have a cigarette," and I'm standing there, and he started getting angry. And Ryan's like, "Yo, man, I told you I don't have a cigarette." And I stood up and he goes, "Yo, man," and he puts his hands in his pockets. Don't take another step. Don't take another step. I'm like, we're gonna die tonight, aren't we? And our Uber, jump in this car and get out of here. Yeah, it was.
Thank God that Toyota Prius showed up.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Just as bad as Camden.
All right, so enough of the nonsense. Nah, that's all we do is talk nonsense on the show. Now let's get to business here. You guys have a big event coming up next Friday, the 17th of January at Live Casino. Ring Wars 15 is taking place, and you mentioned your nephew, right? And he's in this. He's in this. He's in the event, right?
Which one is that? What are we? Who are we talking about?
Your son. You said your son is a boxer as well?
Oh no, Travis is a boxer, slash retired, making a comeback, but he's not fighting on this event.
Oh, he's not fighting. Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause I see his name.
Travis was a world rated heavyweight, and he fought the likes of like Luis Ortiz and Chris Arreola, and so Travis was a big time heavyweight with PBC, but he's not fighting on this event. This event here, we have a few local Philly guys. One who's a real hot prospect named Atif Oberlton, who's 11-0 with 9 knockouts. Then we have another kid named Quadir Albright, who was 11-1 with 11 knockouts. Then we got a couple female bouts on the card and some heavyweights going at it, and really, honestly, a great night of fights.
I apologize because you know what it was, your website. You have him on your website, you guys.
Right.
That's what it was. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's cool.
Find the event details.
Where is this taking place?
At Live Casino.
Nice.
900 Packer Avenue. Yeah.
Yep, that's a good spot. We were there. We were there a couple years ago. We did the Phillies event, the Darren Dalton Foundation. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's a great venue. It really is. You know.
And look, and we want to invite all of you to the event. It's on us. Ringside seats.
Oh man, are you kidding me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Look,
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
If you don't have anything going on next Friday, seriously.
We do our show, but we can push that out.
We can cancel the show if you're giving us ringside seats.
Yeah,
can you do your show from the event?
Yeah, absolutely. What's that? I'm sorry.
Can you do your show at the Live Casino from the event?
We probably can. We probably
that would
can.
be pretty awesome.
Yeah, we could probably definitely do that.
We could do that.
And I'm only saying that because it also might open things up for you guys to be able to do, a weekly show there.
Yeah, I mean, all we would really need is an outlet and Wi-Fi. That's all we need. If we have that,
and that's easy.
Yeah, we can do a show anywhere. So,
Marshall, we can make that happen.
Of course,
we can make it happen. Yeah. Would you guys like to do? Would you like to do your show at the event?
You're fucking right. We would.
Damn, Skippy.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
No, it really would be.
We got to let's make that happen because look, boxing is a tough business these days. But we have the best fighters at King's Promotions. We have several fighters on this show that are going to be world champions, and we want people in Philadelphia to be able to see this.
Yeah, and you can get your tickets at axs.com. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you go there, you can get your tickets for the event, Ring Wars next Friday at Live Casino. So tell us about some of the fights themselves. So what's some of the main fights that people should be looking forward to?
Well, I think personally, the best fight of the night is going to be between this kid Quadir Albright, who's from Philadelphia. He's 11-1 with 11 knockouts. So every fight that he's won has been by knockout.
Wow.
And he's going up against a guy from Cuba who is 13-2 with 10 knockouts. So somebody's going to get knocked out.
Is that Gonzalez?
Yeah, and so it's going to be one hell of a fight. I think that the whole card is going to be fantastic. I have a heavyweight card on there, two heavyweights who are 5-0 going up against each other, 5-0 against 5-1. The one heavyweight is a former football player, Calvin Barnett. Huge. He's about 6'5", 260 pounds. He's going up against a kid named Devin Young, who's 5-0. That's going to be a barn burner. And then we have two female bouts on the card as well. Two females who were former MMA fighters going into their pro debut. That's going to be pretty exciting fight as well. So we have, as of now, we have 8 fights on the card.
Nice.
That's awesome. And like you said, for our audience out there, a lot of them are Philadelphia-based boxers. Quite a few of them are Philadelphia-based boxers, which should obviously pique your interest. Because that you're representing local talent, and we'll see what comes of it.
Correct.
And it's great because we don't get a chance to talk boxing a lot on the show. The last time we talked about it was a couple weeks ago. We talked about that farce of a fight, quote unquote, between Tyson and
right. Tyson and Jake Paul.
That was a joke.
That female bout on that
was fantastic.
That was the best fight of the whole
The
entire.
female, right? That's why I said I do a lot of female bouts. So I have 2 female bouts on this card, and the females look they go at it. There's no holding back. It's exciting. It's fun to watch, and so those are they're more entertaining than what the men are. They really are.
The fight out nasty.
Yeah, careful.
That was Amanda Serrano against Katie Taylor.
Yes,
that was an awesome fight. Oh my God, they were all busted up.
So before the pandemic, our company, King's Promotions, signed the best female fighter in the world, Alicia Baumgartner, and she will probably fight either Katie or Amanda in the next year or two. And we've been involved heavily with female boxing, for a long time. But but be that as it may, whatever. This event coming up next week, there's going to be some great fights on that show, and I actually want to say something at the main event. So Marshall talked about Quibir Albright. He's actually is that the co-main event, Marshall?
Yes, and Atif is the main event.
So the main event will actually feature Atif O'Barrelton, who is from Philadelphia, probably one of the best Philadelphia boxers for the last several decades, who's I think Marshall, do you think he will definitely be a world champion? What do you think the chances are to be a world champion?
No, I think his chances are probably about 95%. 99%. No, he's really good, and he's fighting another undefeated Olympian from the Dominican Republic. So it's going to be 2 undefeated guys going up against each other, and somebody's O has to go.
Yeah.
Wow, that's gonna be awesome.
So, I mean, Marshall has been, I joined. I'm a cardiologist, but I joined King's Promotions. My interest in boxing because Marshall is he's the best at identifying talent and actually in developing talent, and I think that's what people will see if they come to this event next week. And so, our goal of coming on your show was hoping that we can interest some people that wouldn't otherwise know about our event and come out because, look, this is Philadelphia sports. It's Rocky Balboa. That's boxing, right? And so this is the best of boxing, professional boxing in Philadelphia. I hope people come out and that's it.
Yeah,
and Atif will be a world champion within the next 1 to 2 years. And hey, we should be proud of that as Philadelphia sports fans.
Yeah, and you get a chance to see him up close and in a more intimate setting before he hits the bigger arenas, right? Like MGM and all those big places where you have to spend $600 to sit in the nosebleeds, right? You have a chance here at very reasonable prices to see him at Live Casino before he gets to that point, and you can say, "I was there when."
Yeah, that's right. And listen, honestly, guys, I would love for you guys to be there. I would love for you guys to be there, do your show there, whatever it is. I would accommodate you to make it happen for you. I just think it would be a great atmosphere for you and something different for your show. Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate it. Let's make it happen. Let's keep in the communication this week and let's do it.
Yes.
I'm in. You guys
Line
in?
it up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're in. Let's do it.
And hey, listen, all the drinks are on Andrew that night.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be a night.
He
And
better
you don't
bring his
have to worry about
checkbook.
walking around. You don't have to worry about walking around Reading afterwards.
Yeah, you better bring the deed to your house, Andrew. Where we get down.
It's a good thing he's a cardiologist because he have a heart attack when he sees us drinking.
I
I
wouldn't be
don't know if you
surprised.
guys can hang with
No
Andrew.
surprise.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Let's make it happen. We're obviously going to promote the hell out of it. And I was going to do that anyway, prior to the gracious invite you presented us. And I had put the flyer up today actually of the event, promoting it and such. So I'll continue to do so on
I
all.
appreciate that.
Absolutely. So while we have you guys on, we talked about Philadelphia boxing because Philadelphia was a breeding ground for boxers
it was.
way back in the day. And, I guess, over time it kind of waned and kind of went away. But last year, I guess it was, we had an author on who covered Gerald Everett.
Okay.
Yeah, the boxer in the 70s, who unfortunately was on a Tyrone Everett. Apologies.
Bigfoot Tyrone Everett.
Yeah,
His nickname. Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, in '77, his life and career came to an end, and a big, crazy, vicious cycle. People are still up, not entirely sure why he was murdered or how he was murdered, and mob related or not, whatever.
Right.
And then, kind of in the Philadelphia area, boxing kind of just slowly dissipated. You didn't hear much about Philadelphia boxers, and then Bernard Hopkins came along and boosted it right back up again. And then, of course, we had a few others that made their name.
And now we have Jerron Ennis in Philly as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So there's look, Philadelphia has a strong history of boxing. It really does. When you mention Philadelphia, you have to mention boxing. I remember Tex Cobb. You guys should know who Tex Cobb is. Remember, he was the actor, the whole bit. He said it best. He said, even the winos in Philadelphia knew how to fight. He said he was walking down the street one day and looked in an alley and he saw two winos fighting, and the one guy threw a hook off of his jab. He said, where do you see that at? Unless only in Philadelphia, But Tex Cobb was a funny character too, and he lived in Philadelphia for a while.
So I actually sparred with Tex Cobb in the upstairs office of my friend's nephrology practice. Who I swear to God,
I don't even know what nephrology is.
I swear, and I would say I got the best of it.
That's fantastic. Do you still throw gear on, Andrew?
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, Marshall and I go at it from time to time.
Yeah, right. Andrew wouldn't be sitting here if him and I went at it.
Oh!
Fire.
Marshall, did you box at all growing up?
I did. Yeah. Okay. I was a true beast, believe me.
Yeah.
No.
Marshall going there like fucking George Foreman. I know this motherfucker gonna leave me an opening. Bam! There it is.
Hey, listen, you have to know how to fight when you grow up in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Same thing in Kensington, Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, same there, right? Exactly. Yep. Well, in Kensington, you have to know how to fight and also know how to, do a few other things.
Yeah, absolutely. You do what you got to do.
That's right.
I was wondering why Ryan always walked funny.
You know what I mean? You don't know unless you know.
But in all honesty, I hope the people that watch your show can appreciate that the event next week, it will be totally worth it for them to to come to this event. I think that professional boxing, it's tough, and we've been doing this for a long time now. But the people that come to our shows, they have a great experience. I mean, if you want, if you're willing to pay $100 or $75 to see professional sports, this will be, I mean, you won't regret it. It'll be a great time.
That'd be awesome. A night out to see some professional athletes going at it up close and personal.
I've never seen live boxing. Have you guys?
I have. It's been a while. I went to the.
Well, even on the street, it's entertaining to watch people punch the piss out of each
Right.
This will be so much better than that. I promise you, it will be so much better.
All after one.
You're not waiting for a bottle or a brick.
Right.
Two guys, mano. Let's do it.
That's fantastic. Absolutely.
That's why the boxing. To me, the boxing championship has always been like I don't know what the word is, but like it's the cream of the crop. It's the one sport where you're man against man, like mano a mano.
Yep.
That's right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
101. There you go.
The hell knocked out with that one fight.
Yes. Yeah.
13 knockouts and 11 knockouts, and someone's getting their ass knocked out.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
There will be blood.
Oh, that's fantastic.
No, it's look, it's going to be a great night, guys, and I really hope that you guys can make it. I mean that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's make this happen.
We'd love to be there. We would love to be there.
Yeah, we'll continue to get the word out about the event. Again, if you guys wouldn't mind, if you one more time for the people in the back, Friday, January 17th, where can everyone get the event, or where can everyone get the tickets for the event and time and place?
AXS.com, or you can pick them up at the door at Live Casino. It's going to be one hell of a night for fights, a great night with your podcast, a great night for a few drinks as well, and we'll have a good time and you'll enjoy yourself. And believe me, not only will it be the first one, but it won't be the last. Trust me, for you guys.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, let's do
it. It's like somebody said to me years ago, and I've never been to one yet, but they said when you go to a hockey game, if you don't like hockey, if you go to a hockey game, you fall in love with it.
Absolutely.
And I've never been to a hockey game, but that's what they said. They said because you get the action, the fighting on it, and everything.
It's a different experience. The team, honestly, out of the major sports, hockey is the worst televised sport. It's because you're not getting the full experience at all. When you're at a hockey game, and it's the same with boxing. I 100% agree with that. The sweat beating and you can smell the air and everyone's just kind of going at it, and the crowd's oohing and on with every punch. And
then when you can hear the punches, it really sounds amazing. You know what I mean? It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So we have to stay in touch throughout the week, see if it works for you guys, and love to have you guys out there. Like I mean that. I think Live Casino would love to have you guys out there as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for people when they see boxing live events for the first time, they're blown away, and I think you'll be as well. I mean, these are going to be awesome fights. At least two of the fighters on the show have the potential to be world champions. One of them will definitely be a world champion, and he's a homegrown Philadelphia fighter. Like, it'll be an amazing experience. I really hope you come.
Right? Why else would you not want to come out and support some local talent on the rise? Right? Come out and see them, and for a reasonable price.
And listen, who doesn't love to see somebody else's head get knocked off?
Hey,
right. That's why I tune in for football every week, right? Like,
that's right. That's right.
You do.
I agree.
Oh, we got a dog in the pit. Penny, what are your thoughts?
Look. It's not a great view of the dog right now, but
No. That's the moneymaker.
The dog's got his ass pointing at us.
Yeah. Well, I told you, I was wondering why Ryan walks funny all the time. That's why. Well, Marshall and Andrew, King's Promotion, thank you guys so much for joining us on the show tonight. We appreciate it. And again, Ring Wars next Friday night, January 17th. We'll keep in touch, and we will absolutely. Here we got Dan Hoffman saying, "I love supporting local town, especially single moms." But no, we'll definitely keep our audience engaged and aware of the event as it approaches for sure.
Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Hope to see you, and we'll make it a fun night. Trust
Awesome.
me.
Sounds great.
Right.
Yeah, count us in. Let's do it.
Thank again. All right.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Andrew.
Sounds
Thank you.
good.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you.
talk to you again.
All right. You got it. Bye.
That was awesome. Andrew and Marshall joining us from King's Promotion. I'm looking for my applause thing because I switched my screen and I stink at this tonight. We'll just do that. That was cool.
That was awesome, man.
Well, I guess we're going to a boxing event next week. That's awesome.
Yo, if that works out, dude, broadcasting from Xfinity Live at a live boxing event.
Well, it's live casino, but behind Citizens Bank, yeah, but still.
Oh, live casino, wherever the fuck.
Well, Live's the casino event center, and Xfinity Live's just the bar thing. So Live Casino's the big building behind Citizens Bank Park. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, we're doing that.
So them guys get us preferred parking too.
Parking's actually free.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You park in the garage there.
Maybe get a couple of interviews with some
That
future
would be
world heavyweights.
fantastic.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah.
I'm just saying, throwing it out there.
Yo, ringside.
Knock one of these motherfuckers out.
They would.
Yeah, I'll get fucking
You
Corner
in-
Pub Sports.
I'm saying,
motherfucker.
knock this out.
Yeah. Corner Pub Sports, baby.
Dan said we're gonna need a party bus, boys.
Pretty much.
I don't know how I want to come off of that. Jesus,
No, that's fucking 20 minutes from my house. Let's do it.
Pretty much got to get to it and then end the show.
Mark, yes, there's a bar in there. Yeah, absolutely. Post match interviews, Dave said. Oh man,
Mark, you're coming, man.
Well, I mean, if we do the show, we're gonna have to do the show, and then we're gonna stop the show.
They're not going to let us broadcast while there's a fight.
No, we're gonna do a show and then head in and watch the fights. That's it might be an abbreviated show. We might be on a different time, but we'll see.
Bring your phone recorder and do a couple post interviews and loop them into the show and call it a day.
There you go.
Yep. I got a text earlier in the night. Rachel knows her stuff. Yes, she does.
I try.
That's the only reason why she's invited on. I'm kidding.
Who's that sucking the teeth?
That was Jay. That'd be Jay texting me.
I mean, it's been a while. I guess I have to prove myself again.
It's been like we said, 4 years since the last time you were on.
Since you had your teeth sucked?
No, since she was on the show. Sounded like he wants you to stream the show. We'll talk. We'll talk during the show or during the week. I'll talk.
Copyright stuff there.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, there's probably some sort of broadcast, and we can't do a thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Give us some ringside seats.
The big squad yet.
Yeah, I actually was wondering if we can get the
ringside at a box. I mean, that would be freaking awesome.
I'm wondering if we can get the locker room interviews.
Get a press pass?
Yeah,
Wear shirts that say press.
Oh, get that.
Wear shirts that say what?
Press.
Press. Oh man.
Dude, he was pressing all right.
Posky, where's Mike? Hoffman said, have to work on your Rogan reactions.
Mike missed out.
Those? Yeah.
Mike missed out.
Yeah, Mike did miss out. Mike's not invited next week.
Nope.
They're like, oh, we only invited you guys. And Rachel, Gary,
Yeah, who's this fucking guy with the big nose?
Who invited Phil Collins to the fucking show?
Studio.
Peterson said, "Wear a tux, Ryan, in a ring post-match interviews."
Straight up. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Wear
have
a
to bring
suit. Yeah, I'll wear a suit.
Dude, they might be able to do something like that.
He said, "We'll set it up. We'll get it done."
No, but I'm saying that I don't want to stretch my, stretch myself.
Yeah, you don't want to. You
Just,
don't want to.
see what options are available to you.
Don't push the limits.
Dude, the shit that ran through my head. Ooh.
I'm just thinking about the ring girls.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Want the signs? It was a big hairy dude.
1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck that pussy till it's sore.
Or like you'll get one of the ring girls will be Lamar.
This town needs an enema.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You looking at my girl? Oh shit! I'm sorry.
We're from
Play pinball.
7'7".
Omega move.
Look at Delco's finest.
You said you liked me.
All
right. So, let's back on track and then do some picks and then
wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
You know, I won't be one of those ring girls.
You ain't doing nothing.
No,
you better wrap it up.
I'll be going home and waxing my
Especially
carrot.
they're from Delco.
Broncos. Sorry, so let's get back to the Jay. Yeah, here we go. Don't be worried about this ring girl, Sean. All right.
Good fatherly advice. Thanks,
I know,
Dad.
right? Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Yeah. A real father would have said, "Save me some."
Yeah, right. A real father would be like, "Hey, take some of these girls off my arms, right?" Jay, you want to come with us to that? You guys should come.
Oh, he wants to come.
Giggity. All right. Jay's gonna show up and be like, "What's one of those ring girls?"
He said my daughter in there.
Broncos, Bills in Buffalo. Buffalo's 9-point favorites. Any predictions?
That's supposed to be a snowy mess, that game.
In a blowout.
Is it going to be snow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the snowstorm we're supposed to get, right?
Yes.
So if it's a snowy mess, I think it changes the game a little bit.
A little bit, but like
Not much.
I think it gives Denver a chance because
Yeah.
Denver played.
so used to playing in this like blizzard-like conditions. They don't seem to have any issues with it.
It don't affect them.
It barely
Totally. Like, but
That'd be a
if it's a snowy mess, Denver can make it a game.
Denver
If
can't
it's not a snowy mess, Buffalo like by 20.
Denver can't run the ball at all, and that would be where my concern is. And that's my concern anyway going in this game.
Yeah,
the only way Denver can win this game is if they control the clock, and they're not going to be able to do that.
I'm with Rachel. No matter what, Buffalo blows Denver away.
Yeah, what do we got? I saw a prediction. Oh, Peterson 30-20.
I'll go with that. I like that score, but again, if it's snowy, Denver can make it a game.
Yeah, could. They don't have snow in Denver ever, so
Yeah.
no, just kidding. They actually don't in Denver. They do. They get snow and then it melts away in the afternoon. It's the weirdest weather out there ever. It's the strangest weather in Denver. Washington takes on Tampa Bay, which is to me this is the toughest. What did he say? Put them on a warm day. I'm melting. And then Jay said Bills win by 21.
Yeah.
Commanders Buccaneers is the toughest game of the weekend to call for me. This is a coin flip for me.
Like it depends on who you're getting.
I think.
Like if Baker Mayfield is the gunslinger, then I like the Tampa Bay here. But if he's off and he's on, then I think then Washington's going to get him.
And the same could be said for Daniels.
Yeah.
His first career playoff game, nerves. The Buccaneers front sucks.
Yep.
And that's where I think the difference is, and that's why I'm siding with Washington. I think Washington might win this game.
Wow.
I'm on the same boat. I think Washington wins. I honestly think this is the most entertaining game of the weekend. I'm going to go Washington in a close one, like 31-28.
Like a 3-point game, something like that.
It's going to be close.
Dave has Buccaneers winning this one 33-30. What do you guys think?
I like 33-28 is what I was thinking.
Who?
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Yeah.
I'm 24-21 Washington.
Washington. Yeah, so we're split on that, and that's probably the way. Jay said Polsky's saying he's taking the Bills earlier, and then Jay said Tampa should win, but it's close. And then the final game of the weekend is Minnesota and the Rams. Monday Night Football. Minnesota's 2.5 point favorites
in Glendale, Arizona.
In Arizona because of the fires, which, by the way, this guy calls that. Conspiracy theory.
All the evidence getting burnt, Sean.
That's Diddy and McMill, like apparently real audio.
Okay.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but apparently the houses that started that the fire started in had connections and ties with the Diddy situation, and the fact that the fire has just spread was just kind of an accident.
They're saying it's intentional.
They're saying that they were
heard
burnt.
it was intentional.
Yeah, they're saying they were intentionally lit, and
oh my god,
they're thinking it might have something to do with the Diddy situation.
Oh, could you imagine if this Diddy situation burnt down Los Angeles?
You had to give rid of that extra oil.
Then there's a bunch of people going to prison for life. You know, like that. Oh my god!
Like they just burnt the whole city down.
Yeah, just because they want to protect a pedophile. Like, fuck.
Burn all that extra baby oil.
That's
That's why it went up so fast. There was so much
baby oil
oil.
burns quick. Yeah. Put the ocean in the basket. Vikings 27, Rams 20 has Peterson. Moves Vikings, Rams to Arizona. Yeah. So that part doesn't matter to me. I actually think this is another tough one because I can see the Rams winning this one.
Yes.
I do think the Vikings are going to pull it out. I think the Vikings edge it out.
I'm taking the Rams here because of one reason. That was a big emotional loss last week. And then they're traveling across the country to where, like, if they would have won, they wouldn't have had to travel at all.
Not as far now. I mean, they do have to travel, but it's a 2-hour plane ride from Minnesota to Arizona now.
Yeah, that's true. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, like you could have had a bye week. You could have been sitting at home watching
All
everyone
right.
else. Yeah.
Sure, you don't want any Jameson? Yeah.
And now you have to go on the road.
I gotta drive.
Little Jameson in your iced tea?
No, I gotta drive.
Yeah, like that split second to where, like, to where, you know, if you would have won that game, you're home, you're taking a week off, and now you got to travel out to Arizona.
Yeah.
You know,
Jay's taking the Vikings. Oh,
I'm
Peterson
taking the Rams.
Peterson said
I like the
Epstein
Rams,
didn't kill himself.
I like the Rams.
I like the Rams.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Minnesota barely squeaks by. Is that a better size drink for you?
I mean,
should I go bigger?
Whatever.
I can't go bigger. That's as big as I can get.
That's what I said.
Damn.
It's true.
It's true.
What do you want from me?
What do you want from me? You know.
What do you want from me? This is
Yeah.
the
Look,
best
dog
you-
goes this way. Other goes
this is the
that way.
best you can get.
You know, what do you want from me?
It's true.
It's gone!
Oh!
Those are our predictions. Let's do why you're drunk and call this motherfucker.
Yeah, did you know that the one day this week it was the the 6-year anniversary of the double doink game?
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
The doink, the doink.
Remember the coach's face?
Remember Al Michaels? It hits the upright again. That's impossible.
Possible. They were all upset. Somewhere
Good
called.
for fucking Matt Nagy.
Yeah, Matt Nagy, mouth open. Somewhere Chris Collinsworth went, ugh. Like he did when the ball hit the turf when the Eagles won the
Here's a
Super Bowl.
post.
Ugh.
Yes,
Piece
it's
of
over.
shit.
Here's a guy.
Nut.
Oh, real quick. This is kind of important. Kellen Moore being interviewed by
Yeah, I'm glad you
multiple
brought that
teams.
up. He's going.
Take place after the Super Bowl. Like I don't even.
Oh yeah,
understand
he's
this.
definitely going to be a head coach.
But
He's
Frank's trying to,
gone.
like, why is this? You should not be allowed to request or interview a coach until the playoffs are over, unless your team is not in the playoffs.
I
You
agree.
should not be allowed to do this because
There
now
should
it's
be no hiring decisions that can be made until after the Super Bowl, and you can't request.
Well, they're not allowed to announce a hiring until after the playoffs, right?
Yeah, but you can't.
You shouldn't be able to allow to
they-
interview.
they
Yeah,
can
but you shouldn't even be allowed to interview.
Right,
That
but they
is what
can't-
happened the
they can't
last time we
hire
were
him.
in the Super Bowl because our fucking offense or defense, whoever the hell he was doing so many interviews.
Yeah, it was
Jonathan
Gannon.
Gannon.
Who cares?
Fucking goofy fuck.
But the Garrett, it's a big deal, man. This will be
No,
this
I'm
will
talking
be like the 8th straight year Jalen Hurts has a different offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
That means that you got a good product.
I think the Eagles. I think this time, I think the Eagles look at it and go, "Look, man, we don't want to lose you at all. Like,
what's it going to take to keep
Shane
you stay here?
Steichen? They're like, all right, this sucks. You know, it sucks. We're going to lose him. You know, but in this
There's
case,
no way you can match a salary to a coordinator what he would be paid as a head coach.
no,
There's
you can't.
way.
But
Rumors are before
do you give him assistant head coach title?
when he was getting interviewed when he left for Dallas, he was getting head coaching interviews
And didn't get it.
right because he was commanding too much. Is he going to break down on that? Is he going to back off on that?
I'm worried. I'm legitimately
He wants-
concerned, and
he wants complete control.
I know, like, I don't want to look towards next year because next year is next year, but I have to bring this up. If Kellen Moore leaves and the Eagles don't win a Super Bowl, here is their schedule next year.
Yeah,
It is
You-
brutal.
You have your divisions,
Holy shit.
your home games. These are only your home games. Chicago, okay. Denver, okay. Detroit, Raiders, Rams, playoff. Your away
They're
game.
playing 10. They're playing 10 playoff teams next year.
Division teams: Dallas, Giants, Washington, Green Bay,
Playoffs,
Kansas City,
playoffs,
Chargers,
playoffs,
Minnesota,
playoffs,
Buffalo,
playoffs,
Tampa Bay.
playoffs.
That
That
is,
is a brutal schedule.
it's probably the most brutal schedule I've ever seen.
Like, that's insane.
And we don't even know when it doesn't matter when they're playing these teams, and that because that's going to factor into things. There's going to be a short
Good
week.
travel.
Buffalo
Yeah.
and Minnesota and Buffalo or Tampa Bay or whatever.
Like even if you sprinkled in like the Giants here, the Raiders here, Denver here,
Nope.
Chicago, like it does not matter.
Nope.
It's going to be a gauntlet.
That's going to suck balls.
Yeah.
That's going to suck balls. So it just gives you more reason that you have to win this. You have to win the Super Bowl. You have to.
Yeah,
Win
I
this.
mean, let's not even look at next year. Like
I
I
know.
hear you, Sean, but like
Panicking.
you know, they're going. They're poised for a big run here.
Hold me.
So let's just see where they're at. Let's not worry about the Kellen Moore thing. Let's not worry about the schedule next year.
Let's win the goddamn Super Bowl.
Let's just fucking finish this off, man.
All right. While you were drunk,
I am not drunk, man. You're trying to make me drunk.
It's time to catch up on some things you may have missed.
Do you think a six-pack is acceptable?
While you were drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats. What more do you need to know?
well, while I was drunk, Derrick Rose's number is going to be retired by the Chicago Bulls next year. His number 1 will be sent up into the rafters next season in Chicago's arena. Thoughts?
What do you have? Now, granted,
I mean,
before the knee injury, like he was on a plateau to be one of the best ever.
yeah, but like then he got injured.
Right. What do you have? 4 good years?
He was an MVP, right? Didn't he win MVP?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, you could say the same with Embiid. Like, yeah, he's amazing, but he keeps getting injured.
Right. So, like, for his number to be retired?
Yeah.
A little crazy, huh?
I think that's
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's a little much. Gary, what are your thoughts?
Who gives a fuck?
Gary doesn't even know who Derrick Rose is. I
Gary,
don't know what a phlebotomy is. What was that?
Fuck.
yeah,
I've heard the name.
Do you know who he is? Yeah, here's Gary. Gary's.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh my God, I don't care.
Tyreek Hill said, I'm out. And he did the Antonio Brown photoshopped himself on Antonio Brown's body. And we talked about Antonio Brown earlier in the show because, apparently Antonio Brown plays for the Eagles now. Thanks, Ryan.
Him and his brother.
Yeah, him and his brother.
Changes his picture and puts his head on Antonio Brown's
Yo,
face.
remember downtown Reggie Brown?
Oh God. Oh my God, yeah. God damn, I hate those receivers. So like what
He's crazy.
Remember Nay Brown?
Nay Brown.
Kwame Brown?
Bobby Brown, yeah.
No,
my
Kwame.
No, that's my Kwame. I thought you were talking about my prerogative.
It's my prerogative.
I can do
I can do what I want to do. It's my prerogative.
My prerogative.
Stinks.
Snorted 3 lines there.
That's why she died in the bathtub.
True that. Yeah, Tyreek Hill's another
shit. He used it.
All about me. And remember that whole thing when he got arrested in the first home game,
Yeah.
all this other stuff, and then I want to leave. I want to join a winner. I got paid. I want to join a winner. I want to leave. Like, dude, like you're giving up on Tua already. Like,
didn't he say Tua was better than Mahomes?
He did, and I got to tell you, that head coach is a fucking idiot.
He's a goof.
That dude's with his bottle Coke glass, Coke bottle glasses.
He looks like
he's a fucking goof.
He looks like he smells.
Yeah. I'm going to blow up the earth.
I'm going to blow up the earth.
I can't wait to play for your defense.
Stinks.
Such a good dick.
I don't know how I got in there. That was an accident.
Yeah, like you wanted to, like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel with every fucking question you answer.
He's such a dork.
Like, get the fuck out of here. They guarantee he was homeschooled.
That's why Tyreek Hill's.
He probably got beat up.
He's like, I'm not taking orders from this fucking dork.
Yeah, he's
I'm
a
out.
school shooter.
I'm out of it. I'm out of here with this guy.
He's probably still a virgin.
He probably.
Hey, Lydia, how are you?
I'm going to take care of this defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan looks like he smells. All right. Deshaun Watson is going to be out for most of next year. Another ruptured Achilles.
He's done.
Yeah, his career should just be over.
Let's just take
it is over. And Cleveland's fucked.
Yeah, he's getting paid shit tons of money.
Everyone.
He's never going to play again.
No.
Isn't there an injury protocol?
Nope, not on his. So his contract
Fully
was
guaranteed.
5 years, $230 million, fully guaranteed, no matter what.
The only way they could have got out of it is if he got in legal trouble again.
Which, you know,
right.
is so highly likely.
You know, he could be like that dude, like, you know.
He's got a lot of time on his hands now.
Yeah, like with the bad leg, who's, you know, and he's fucking her from behind.
Ankle.
Oh.
I like Dan's thing. Time for my massages.
I'm good, Lydia. Thanks for tuning in.
Here's probably the worst.
What the fuck are you talking about, Ryan?
Probably the worst trade. Texans received 2002 first round, 2022 first, 22 fourth, 23 first, 23 third. This past season's first, this past season's fourth. The Browns received Watson and a 6th round pick.
Yep.
Probably the worst trade, although.
And the Texans turned that into CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, and Will Anderson.
Out of those six choices, 3 of them are star players. So, yeah, I'd say that's one of the worst trades in NFL history.
Yeah.
Easily. Coaching carousel, Dougie P, Gerard Mayo, the Saints, Bears, Jets, and Raiders all fired their coaches either on Black Monday or following. So a lot of openings. And I just want to remind people that
Jets are going to bring back Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan might be back with the Jets. Why would he want that job?
Why? Like, seriously, you're making cushy money sitting in an ESPN studio, and now you're going to go deal with the headache that is the Jets?
They get that itch.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because he's actually not. He's not.
It's just on someone else's feet.
I mean, he took them to the playoffs 2 seasons.
They don't
have to the AFC Championship game 2 seasons.
Yeah, Sanchez, Mark Sanchez. If he did that with Sanchez, if he gets a good quarterback in there, because Rodgers is done. Like either Rodgers is back with is retired or he's going to be with someone else. He's not coming back to the Jets.
Oh, I think he's with the Jets, like no question.
Rodgers had apparently like the same stats as Josh Allen.
I don't.
There's
he didn't.
There is something. No, not Josh Allen. 'Cause obviously, he's the MVP. It was like some other very good quarterback.
Yeah.
Just
under the radar because
Like
they
his
suck.
numbers are good.
Yeah, like his numbers are solid.
Yeah. He had decent weeks. He threw for like a touchdown or averaged like a touchdown and a half a week. I mean, he was okay, but there was a lot of times like he was lost. He threw a lot of bad, untimely interceptions. And that could be on the receiver too, obviously, but he just looks
And
like
also good. Like as the year went on, he looked more healthy.
Yeah, and you're coming out for ACL, but like I still think he's washed.
That takes a season and a half to fully.
He probably is washed, but I just think if he plays next year, what are the Jets? What's a better option for the Jets than Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you're paying him anyway, so you just
Right.
hold on to him and then draft
Right.
someone, and then
give it one more shot, see what happens.
Yeah, let him sit for another year. I honestly, this is what you should do to Aaron Rodgers, and just move on. Just shoot him.
I hear you, dude. Just eat it. Just deal with it and move on now. But I think if he's willing to play, the Jets are the team that makes the most sense.
Angus and Malcolm Young. Obviously, Malcolm Young died, but their childhood home was accidentally bulldozed.
Oops. And
it was an oversight because their home was a part of the National Trust of Historical Homes.
TNT, I'm dynamite. TNT, I'm in that fight.
Beep, 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 crunch. Sorry.
I'm the power load.
We salute you!
Watch me explode!
Oh no!
All right.
What?
That's enough. Move on.
TNT.
Dynamite.
TNT.
Gotta win.
I'm in that fight.
Where's my goddamn house at?
This is why we drink every week.
yeah, I fully know it.
Watch me explode!
Fucking contractor was like, stop, and they just knocked it down. He's like,
Fuck you! I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
shit right down.
Brian, it's like that Sony commercial. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. All right, Peter Yarrow. Peter Yarrow passed away this week. Jay, you wanted me to mention this one.
Who's Peter Yarrow?
Of Peter, Paul, and Mary. Puff the magic.
I'm going to get a drink.
By
What is this? Meet the parents? Get the fuck
and
out
then
of here.
my last story of while you were drunk. Dick, this is a good story. I wanted to end on a good note. Dick Vitale is cancer-free and can return to broadcasting. He's been cleared. Dick Vitale has been cleared of cancer.
Fucking cancer.
Yep, seriously.
Anybody beats fucking cancer gets a fucking A in my book, man.
Unless you're P. Diddy. I hope cancer.
Nah, he can rot of ass cancer.
That's what I'm saying.
Anal cancer.
That would
I hope he gets them all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, can he get like Hodgkin's and leukemia?
Well, it's two different forms of cancer, so yes.
like technically.
You can get both.
And
Great show tonight, guys. Have a great week. Enjoy Sunday's game. Philly's the only place where you got the grandfather, grandmother, kids, and the grandkids flicking you off. Fly, Eagles, fly. Thank you, Dave Peterson. We appreciate it.
Yes, go Birds.
Let's go, Birds. I think that's going to wrap us up tonight. And we first of all, we want to thank King's Promotion. We want to thank Marshall Kaufman and Andrew Foy for coming on the show tonight. Ring Wars 15 is next Friday night.
Ringside, motherfuckers.
We're going to be ringside. That's crazy. AXS.com for the tickets. Thank you. I struggled when he when I was looking at it, I struggled saying it. I'm like AXS.
Today,
Yeah,
Junior?
seriously. I know. I got that on there too.
All right, I'm going
Yeah,
to have a
this-
cigarette and grabbing a drink. Thanks for joining, motherfuckers. See you on boner coverage.
Good day, Junior.
All right, that's the podcast. We will see you guys next week from Live Casino, hopefully.
Gonna warm the truck.
Go Birds.
Oh, yeah.
Go Birds.
All right. The podcast is done. You know what that means, ladies and gents. Boner coverage.
Oh, you
For
can
those
do
who
what
are
you
still
have to.
sticking on the what's that?
I'm warming my truck.
Yeah, it's cool. No, we'll be on here too long.
I can do it right on an app.
Ugh, look at me. Fancy schmancy.
Hey, you know, it's
Damn.
you know,
You can do yours too? Yeah.
you have a Chevy?
I gotta hit my thing twice. Hyundai? You still have the Hyundai?
I still have a Hyundai. I'm actually driving my mom's car right now. What kind of car is it?
Mitsubishi Eclipse.
No, Sorrento.
Oh, Kia.
Kia.
So the Sorrento's an automatic start from the phone.
Yep.
He actually started all that.
Mine's a key, and it honks, pisses my neighbors off at 6:30 in the morning.
I'll wait till I get my exhaust.
When it starts. Oh man,
Love me.
yeah. Yeah, it was fun show. If that, yeah, it'd be pretty cool if that pans out.
Yeah.
We get on the just to go to the event will be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't even care about like if we broadcast from there, that'd be cool. But I
Like fuck the show.
want to sit ringside.
Yeah.
Broadcast, do a couple
But you know, ringside,
interviews.
ringside, Sean, you could also get their sweat on you, their spit,
Yeah, come.
their fucking blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bleed on me.
Right here.
Yeah.
Leave the spot on my shirt.
Can you sign my shirt that you just bled on?
Please.
All right, I'm out.
All right, brother.
Good night, Rachel.
I gotta get going. 'cause
All
I have a
right.
tiny child.
All right, man. I'll see you. All right. Ryan's there for a rude awakening when he comes back and we're all gone. No, I'll wait for him to come back.
Yeah.
I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk at all. All right, hold on there, guys. Yeah. I'm bored. That was a code. That was a code.
I really thought this game would be fun.
Yeah, that's actually kind of surprising. It's a little closer. Cool.
All right.
All right.
We know how next week goes.
Yeah.
I mean,
A future world heavyweight champ. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
Wipe it all off. Crazy.
All right. I'll see you dropping on. All right. Mike is nowhere to be found. Yeah, Mike's not around. Man. I'm still kind of like blown away by all of that. I hope we can pull this ringside thing off. That'd be incredible. That'd be incredible. Jay, would you go to that event? Would you come down and watch the match? Not that you would have to. I mean, I don't know how. We'll have to see how many seats we can get and everything. Dan, you're in, yeah. Ah, man, freaking awesome! Just to go see a live boxing, like you don't get that opportunity a lot anymore. At least, unless, I mean, these are guys that are like legitimate, like professional boxers, not like, oh, so and so is an ex-cop and he's fighting a fireman. Because you see those, you know, at the Armory, right? The Armory has those random fights and stuff like that. This is not like that. This is a professionally like promoted boxing match with real professional boxers. That'd be pretty awesome. Oh, Mark is nowhere to be found. I'm sorry. Oh, Mark. Yeah, Mark. Our number one fan is still here. Yeah, Mark can't last anymore, man. Mark's wiped out from that new job, man. I haven't seen a real fight since the lines at Walmart on Black Friday. That's awesome. Oh, man. Fighting over a 70-inch big screen TV. Fighting over the Zelda Breath of the Wild video game. By the way, I saw a list of the top 50 video games of all time. You had your World of Warcraft and Mario Kart and Sonic. Resident Evil 4 was the best rated Resident Evil game. That was like 11 or something. Last of Us was number 5. Tetris is number 2. There was a few others. Grand Theft Auto was like number 3 or 4. 5, part 5. Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 1 was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've never played it. But that was rated the number 1 best video game of all time. The game for the Switch. I will agree with The Last of Us. The Last of Us Part 2 is the best video game. Hands down, the best video game I've ever played. Like, that game was absolutely incredible. And now I'm playing Silent Hill 2 on PlayStation. And that game is pretty freaking awesome, too. I'm about to beat it. All right. Ryan's got about another minute, and then I'm logging off if he doesn't come back in time.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. That was a good show tonight, though. Eagles Packers talked a little football. Getting excited for that game, man. I'd be surprised if the Eagles can't advance. I'd be very, very disappointed. Dude, so yeah, the second one, I never played I only played the first one on the original PlayStation. I never played any other ones. And then the second one on PS5, the whole game is like in these run-down dark buildings with rusted out walls. And the controller, you're carrying around a radio when you're near a monster, the controller starts making that static sound. Dude, it's like, so Connor was sitting next to me and he's like, Dad, what's happening? I'm like, there's a monster nearby. And he got all tense and stuff. And then all of a sudden this monster starts puking on you. It comes out of nowhere.
What game is this?
Silent Hill 2.
Oh, really?
For PS5. Yeah, they remastered it. It's an awesome game. Gary and Rachel left. They took off.
Dang, they rolled?
Yeah, they rolled out.
Oh, wow. All right.
Gary started his truck and she has to get back.
That was a good show, man.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, a lot of content. Concise, to the point. Yeah, it was good stuff. I still went almost 2 hours. It was an hour and 45.
It was a good show.
Yeah, no, it's good. Thank you. Thank you, Jay.
Thanks, Jay. I'm here too, but thanks.
No, you weren't there when he wrote that. That was 2 minutes ago. Yes, Silent Hill 2 is a badass game. I'm in the last section of it apparently. So
Texas just tied us up.
Yeah, I saw that. I just saw that. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you can't,
letting them hang around.
Yeah, you can't take advantage of it. There you go. You happy now?
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it, man.
There he goes, looking out for you. Yeah, I'll keep in track. I'll keep in touch with Andrew this week, and we'll see.
That'd be awesome if it can happen, man.
Yeah.
So you like that band, dude? The Slash Sun band?
Return to Dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I listened to it twice now, at the album, and I like the slower songs the best.
Yeah.
Like they have the most, like body to it.
The harmonizing and everything.
Yeah, they and so I like the heavy songs to me sound like Local H, like a heavier, more polished version of Local H. And Gary sat here and goes, "Yeah, the slower songs sound like Alice in Chains." I'm like, "Yeah, they do."
Yeah, there's definitely an Alice in Chains things going on with
Yeah,
them.
it's like an Alice in Chains local, like a more alternative version of Alice in Chains. If that makes any sense. Yeah.
It's just my only gripe with them would be like once the song starts getting good, it's over.
Yeah, the songs are too quick. Yeah, Slash's son plays drums. The Return to Dust, they're called. The whole band's good. The singer's good. He's got a good voice.
Mm-hmm. But I liked it.
Yeah, I heard them. I don't know 2 weeks ago or something. I'm like, oh, I gotta. And I looked them up, and I was misspelled. I was putting in Return to Dusk with a K, and it wasn't coming up. And then I heard it. I'm like, oh, it's Dust. I'm like, oh, okay. You think like, oh, maybe it's Dust, not Dust, and look it up. I was drunk that night. What do you want from me?
That's when you find this shit, though.
Yeah.
And then the next day, you're like, what was the name of that band?
Or like you listen to the next thing, you're like, no, that wasn't that good.
Yeah.
We were listening to before the show. Gary and I were listening to Ohio from Crosby, Stills and Nash.
There you go.
And then I was like, yeah, you know what? So I put Deja Vu on, and we started listening to that. Oh man, it's a good album. And then you came on, and we turned it off. You ruined the party.
Sorry, I was listening. I was listening to No Code.
Yeah. The red mosquito.
Yeah.
Henry Hills. The Henry Hills. Jay said, I like the Kill Shot song you posted. The one I posted was Retribution. The song's called Retribution. And then the video that you sent was I didn't even know what song that was.
That was Retribution that I sent.
No, that's the one you sent, but no, the one that Jay sent. I meant when I said you, I was.
Oh, that was after the fall.
Was it after the fall? I didn't even listen to it. I just saw the video. I was like, oh, that video is awesome. Like it's up close and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my uncle took that video. After the fall.
Time for another one, man.
Another drink?
Nah, another reunion.
Oh. Yeah, I know, man. I tried. I mean, it's still possible. Eric would come up in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's just getting everybody else together.
And where would I do it? You know.
Yeah, that's tough now. Your yard.
A lot of these places are my yard. Yeah, the 55 and older behind me would love that. The yeah, a lot of the places are closed. Maybe McStew's or something like that. McStew's might do it, or Sweeney's. Fucking Sweeney. Fuck.
Sweeney's would.
They would. Yeah, I mean, those are.
You
probably,
got a connection there too now, kind of. You know.
Yeah, I can. I can talk. Yeah, I could do that. But there's probably only a few places, man. There's not a lot of those places do original music, man. They're closed down.
Yeah. Shame.
Yeah. Yeah, not long after I got out of it, man. The note, the Chocodero, Whiskey Tango, like a lot of those places just shut down. Just, put Connor on the drums.
There you go.
Jay said, "Well, Nick's ain't gonna do it."
Nah, I think they're out.
Yeah, I think Nick's is out. Yeah. God.
That would be something in your yard, though, man.
It would be. It would be fun. Just there's no way. Yeah, Sweeney's. Yeah, Sweeney's would definitely do it. It won't take much for me to go, hey, Kelly, I can play the harmonica. You play the tambourine?
I can play the tambourine.
Yeah.
Huh.
I play the skin flute.
Fuck that place.
Played the organ.
Every time I was there, your sister was almost in a fight.
That's because every time we were there, we had a problem.
You got fucked over. Yeah.
Yeah, every single time we played there. That was the lady though. The lady who was running that whole thing. I wonder if she's dead yet. I forget her. I remember her name now. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but I remember it. I could probably look it up and see if she's alive, or if she died on a heroin overdose.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what she was. Playing games with us and shit. That was messed up. People are paying their money. You know, people are paying money, taking time out, pay babysitters, whatever, to come out and see us, and then you screw us over twice.
Yep. I remember Sweeney's was the first time I came to see you.
Was it really?
It was the first time I came to see Killshot, and
and when you get to play,
and you didn't play. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the first. Oh man, wow.
You were playing a tango next week. I remember. I posted.
Oh, I remember. And you're like, go see him. That's right. I remember that. And you screamed. You went, it's all right. I'll see them across the street next week. I remember that. Yeah, dude. All the good bars did close, man. Whiskey Tango was awesome.
That was a spot, man.
That was the place to see, Shannon. I mean, Shannon and I and Mike went to see. We saw Fuel there.
At the Tango?
We saw Fuel at the Whiskey Tango. Yeah.
Remember down on South Street, remember Club 218?
No.
It was right off of 2nd Street. It was the first music club on the left-hand side.
And that's another place that closed. Dobbs closed.
Yeah. But Club 218, man, that place was fucking awesome. Dude.
Yeah, I don't remember that place. I remember when I went to South Street, it was I went to the diner, the South Street diner, and then Drokes. I had the Cutlass, and I would drive and turn the system up like an idiot. And
But Club 218, it was local bands.
Shannon.
I was definitely down. Remember when she was standing on the electrical thing out back, just screaming?
I literally came out with my gear, and I walk out, and I remember Hoffman was there, and she's standing on the concrete thing, and she's screaming, and I went, and I stopped, and I started laughing. And I looked at her, I said, "You look like Hitler right now," because she was like.
Yeah, she was like dictating.
And then and then I just grabbed my stuff and threw it in the car, and then next thing I know, I turn around and she's on Dan's shoulders, taking the marquee letters off taking the letters off the marquee and switching them around. I'm like, oh my god. Dan's 7 feet tall, so her, between her and Dan, they could reach it, and she's peeling all the letters off the board. I'm like, we're gonna get arrested. We've had a lot of bad moments at that place. The outside of that place.
Yeah. Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was not a good moment. I'm sorry.
No.
But we were like, damn, no, I wouldn't do that. That was funny.
Yeah, we came out. She's screaming her fucking head off. It was like, oh my god.
I'm gonna look her up. Hold on. I'm gonna look her up and see if she's alive. God, her name just.
Texas getting the ball back, dude.
See her on. I don't know. This might be her here. I'm looking here. No, she's still around. Still around. Looks like she's out of the music scene, though. Oh, God. I see a picture of her right now. Ugh.
Yeah, she was a bitch.
Yeah. Dan said, I wouldn't do that unless there was alcohol involved. And there was.
No, there was definitely alcohol involved.
The station wagon. All right, I'm going to tell that story.
What
So we
sta-
go to
what-
we go to see. You weren't there for this one. We go to see a Pearl Jam cover band, and it was me, Shannon, Pam, and Jeff. And we walk into Sweeney's, and they were smoking in there at the time. The whole place was just filled with cigarette smoke. You couldn't even see the band. Like, we were dying. We were dying. And I'm like, man, we paid the cover. We sat down. I'm like, I can't. Like, we can't sit here. Our eyes were like literally burning. It was so much cigarette smoke. So we left. We go outside, and we're all pissed off. We're like, all right, what are we gonna do? And Shannon goes, I don't know, but I gotta piss. So without further ado, there's a you don't know whose car this was. It was a station wagon parked on the side of the building. She jumps on the car, goes on top of the roof, drops trout, and just pisses down the windshield. All over the windshield. It's just
I fucking love your sister, dude.
She's like, no! All over the car. So then I had to go, and I pissed in the wheel well. You just peed all over this guy's car. Like,
why?
I know, for no reason. For no reason whatsoever. Shannon, statute of limitations. It's been like 20 years. It doesn't matter anymore.
That's fucking awesome.
Probably wasn't that long, but I don't remember the full story. I'm just gonna stop there. I didn't remember there was more. That's all I remember about the story. I swear to God, that's all I remember about the story. And then, no, I'm kidding. No, I really don't remember. That's all I remember about that night. I think we went somewhere else. But man, those are fun. Even the restaurants, like the bars that were restaurants that flipped, like the what the heck was it called? It became a Mexican restaurant. It was on 2nd Street Pike, off the street in 2nd Street Pike, and like next to Las Margaritas. It was called Tiger Sharks, I think. It was called Tiger Sharks, and it was literally a restaurant bar. And you walk in, they had aquariums with fish in them all over the place. It was awesome. And we went to see LeCompte, and we went upstairs, and we had like a balcony type of thing, like an upstairs that overlooked the stage. They were drinking because the bar was right there, and like everyone's packed downstairs. We're like, let's go upstairs. So we go up, and we're grabbing beers and stuff. And I never forget, this bigger woman is dancing, and she's got this black hair, right? And, because you could tell she was a groupie. And she was so drunk that she literally like fell like on the stage. And, kind of like a Dave fall, but she did it like she took out like a speaker. And all you heard was me yell from the top going, you fell. That's all you hear. And we ducked because we were laughing. I think Shannon might have been there too that night. I know Pam was there that night. My mom was there, and we ducked behind the wall because it was so. I didn't know it was gonna be that loud, and it got so quiet, and that's all you heard. You fell. Band stopped. Callie said he used to go to a bar at Penn's Landing, and all they played was old karate movies. That's pretty funny. I don't remember that. Kung Fu Necktie? That kind of makes sense. That's not bad. Penn's Landing, though. That's Gerard, right? Off of Gerard.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
This is a fun night, fun show. Hey.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Go Birds. And yeah, apparently we might be ringside at a boxing event next week and broadcasting live from Live Casino in Philly. We'll keep you guys posted during the week. Holy crap, that would be incredible.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be a hell of a way to do a 10-year, start off the 10th year, right? Absolutely. Go Birds. Let's go Eagles. Callie, before we go, what's your prediction, man? Score prediction. Give us your score prediction.
Yeah, and again, I wish I could be with you to fucking watch it, dude. It's just...
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like if that game's not over till 7:45, I won't be home till fucking 10
And
o'clock.
if they're away, you're coming.
Right, absolutely.
28-17. Dude, we said 27-17.
Yeah, that's
28-17.
funny, dude.
We're all right in that same range.
That's funny. 4 of us are right there. What Gary's at?
28-14.
28-14.
28-14. All right, so if they lose, how disappointed are you?
I'm fucking devastated, dude.
Yeah.
I got Super Bowl. Like, I don't think there's a reason why they shouldn't be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Damn. 51-34 Birds.
There you go. Nah, there's no way.
Let's go.
Way the Packers are getting 34 on this defense. 117.
I should have known better, Jason. Go some Birds. Wait. Go Birds, Eagles, not Ravens. Okay. I thought he was saying Ravens and offer. Okay, but he's a Steelers fan, so that makes sense.
So real quick, Jason, how concerned are you
about the Steelers?
Yeah.
Callie is with you. Super Bowl or bust. And then Hoffman said all 34 in the first quarter. Super Bowl or bust for Callie. Yeah, I gotta tell you,
that's kind of where I'm at, man. There's no reason.
Yep. I tend to agree.
But I will make this 100% clear. Even if they lose Sunday, God forbid, Nick Sirianni is still the coach.
Yeah. I absolutely. They're not firing him. That'd be silly at this point.
Right.
Sorry, I'm fixing something here. I noticed something on that banner. It was a little weird. He said he's very concerned. Yeah, I
if I was a Steelers fan, I would be too.
Yeah, same here, man. That's a bad pull. Although, I mean, really, the only team you can look at if you're playing Houston and be like, okay, have a shot. But the Baltimore in the first round, well, Buffalo too. Buffalo in the first round have been pretty bad too.
Yeah.
So Buffalo and Baltimore have been your worst pulls.
And that's what's happened since they changed the format to where there's only one bye.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first round games, like it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time for sure. For show.
For show.
Damn.
Wow.
All right,
well,
Jason.
Welcome aboard.
What if they don't fire? What if they don't fire Tomlin? Right? I guess that's a definite. I know my uncle's like done. He's done with Tomlin. I don't care about all these seasons, where he wins. Like he how many championships?
He doesn't win.
Right.
He wins.
He wins, right. And that's kind of the thing with the Eagles right now, too.
Yeah.
It's Hurts has to win, not just win, right?
Right.
That's where Hurts is this week at this postseason. All right. Enjoy the games, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us for a while tonight. Again, I want to thank our guests, Marshall and Andrew of King's Promotions. Check out Ring Wars 15 next Friday night at Live Casino. We'll be posting this stuff on there. And if you
might be there.
All right. Take care, everyone, and have a good week. See you guys next week. Hopefully celebrating an Eagles win, and looking forward to beating up on probably the Vikings, I guess, right? Would that be it?
I'd say the Rams.
Or the Rams? Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
All right, dude. This is a good show.
Yep.
We'll talk.
Yep, we'll do.
All right, dude.
All right, man. I'll talk to you
later.